Liverpool fans on social media asking Newcastle fans for a public apology for their approach for Alexander Isak. It has been made clear today by David Ornstein with a huge bomb about where Alexander Isak actually stood. Nothing to do with Liverpool, nothing at all to do with tapping up or speaking to him without Newcastle knowing. These are the reports that are flying around today. Liverpool fans not happy that they've got a bad rap with this one, but the situation with Alexander Isak is turning into a bit of a farce at the moment, because David Ornstein this morning dropped an absolute bombshell. He has come out and said Alexander Isak is adamant he will not play for Newcastle again. Even if the window closes without an exit for the 25-year-old, he views his career at Newcastle as over, with no wish to reintegrate into the club. The club say he's not for sale in this market amid Liverpool interest for the strike-off. You can just see some comments here, for instance, from the likes of Anfield Agenda, massive Liverpool channel. Obviously, we know Craig quite well on that channel there. Newcastle fans, oh, Liverpool, an apology. The amount of crap, let's just say, thrown into our club for unsettling Isak when the player respectfully asked to leave months ago. Newcastle then turned down a British transfer record for him, and no wonder he's furious. Alexander Isak was adamant he will not play for Newcastle again. And now looking at this, he's made it very clear literally 2 months ago. 2 weeks before the end of the season, Alexander Isak apparently told Eddie Howe he wanted to leave Newcastle. It feels like this has just been ignored. He even said again after the defeat to Everton on the final day of the season that he wanted out of Newcastle. So this has not just popped up from nowhere. This has been in the making for Alexander Isak for months now. And Newcastle have got themselves, I think, cornered here with this one. It really has. This is incredible news. What is it with Premier League players at the moment that they feel like, first of all, they can threaten the club and not play at all? I cannot see any top class Premier League footballer not wanting to play football. Isak's saying he's not going to play football if he doesn't sign for Liverpool, or he doesn't leave Newcastle. He's not going to play for them at all. Can anybody see this happening? Has anyone got a case in this happening before? Obviously, Manchester United with Sancho and Rashford in certain degrees, but there's a big chance here that Isak could leave Newcastle. There's a lot of time left in this transfer window, and I can't believe players are actually coming out and saying things like this, or reportedly saying things like this, but we have to take this as a definite here, because this is David Ornstein from The Athletic, and he's saying that Isak has said all of this, and he's made it clear to Newcastle he's not staying at the football club. In fact, making it as clear as the end of last season. So all of the thought of Liverpool tapping him up and asking him for these private so-called calls behind the scenes to try and sweeten him up, to try and make him push for a transfer out of Newcastle, apparently, according to David Ornstein, are complete and utter nonsense. Because he is saying quite clearly here that Isak wanted out, and he made it clear he wanted out months ago. So the plot thickens around Alexander Isak. Newcastle, though, have said that he is not going to be sold. Isak has said he's not going to play. Something's got to give, for God's sake. It's getting into the realms of pure and utter chaos, this, at the moment. Do Liverpool fans actually feel like they need another striker, though, at this point? Should they just leave Isak there and let Newcastle just rot with a player there that's on a fortune that isn't going to play? If I was Liverpool right now, I'd say, okay, then go on. We've got enough up front. Liverpool should go and look for a defender. They need another centre-back, quite clearly. And after that showing against Crystal Palace anyway, some of that dodgy defending in that game. But still, Alexander Isak and the Liverpool situation is one that I have never seen before, and it just keeps on getting worse. I don't see an outcome where he isn't at Newcastle. Honestly, I just don't know where he goes from here. Like, what happens next in this scenario? I mean, Alan Shearer said it as clear as day. Newcastle legend. He said, look, there's not one player bigger than the football club. If he wants to go and his position is untenable, you say thank you for your time and you move on. You get the best deal for the club, you sell him. A British transfer record for Alexander Isak is surely enough now to move this forward. I mean, come on. This is getting to ridiculous stages right now for the clubs and the player himself. We're talking about careers here of a player in his prime that has said that he does not want to play football if he is staying at Newcastle United. Something has to give somewhere. Someone has to step in and sort this mess out. But Liverpool fans, are you a little bit miffed off with this? I can see there from Craig on Anfield Agenda, clearly miffed off with everything that's going on right now. And you know what? They've got a point. They've got a point in this one. Isak, honestly, there is more news that is due to drop on Isak. I'm sure there is massive updates coming out. There is some accounts saying that there is a big update coming at 2 o'clock, so we may have more information on what's happening there. Off the back of what Ornstein has said, I think there will be loads of other little side and subplots coming out on Isak and what's actually happening here. What will be the truth in this? Will we ever find out what has really been said here? Because Newcastle are standing their ground, Liverpool are just sat back waiting, and Isak's standing his ground here. It's all player against club right now, and it is a complete mess. It really is. But Newcastle fans, listen to this. Obviously, apparently you're in for Isak. Obviously, Nicholas Jackson wants to go to you as well. You lost out on Benjamin Sesko, and now Manchester United apparently are offering you Rasmus Højlund as well. Get into the comment section and tell me, should you just go out and buy another striker anyway? Because at this point, there is no one lining up for you up front next season. You've lost Callum Wilson. Isak is not going to play for you, according to Ornstein, ever again, so you might as well just sell him. But if you don't and you stand your ground, you look like an idiot because you've not brought another striker in. I don't know where they're going with this. Surely Newcastle have got another striker lined up. They were in for Sesko, so there must be somebody else. Who would you take in right now? Who is the best of the rest, Newcastle fans, and who you would actually think is capable of taking up where Isak left off last season? Big ask indeed. But again, no reinforcements coming in for Newcastle. What the hell is going on? Seriously, and Liverpool fans, you also get into the comment section right now. I've got one simple question for you. Are you bothered? Do you want Isak at this point right now? Ekitike looked sharp the other day. You've got Salah, you've got Gakpo, you've got Florian Wirtz there. Have you got enough attacking power up there? Because one of Isak or Ekitike is going to have to sit it out. And there were some nice touches from Ekitike there. I don't think he's there to play second fiddle. Should you not just spend that money on a defender? That's the question. I would be looking at Mark Gahey as a priority rather than Alexander Isak right now. And this one, I would just let it play out. And I think Newcastle, by the end of the window, would buckle. So yes, Liverpool fans, are you bothered? Newcastle fans, which striker would you bring in right now? Because you've got to get someone. Isak, Jackson, Højlund. There's a few out there that you could go for right now. Who is going to be your top pick? Calvert-Lewin, I mean, seriously, come on. I don't... I can't see this one happening. But hey, let me know in the comment section. But this is a complete mess right now for Newcastle. And they are digging their own grave here with this one. Just sell the man, for God's sake. Get your comments in below, hit the like button. And please hit that subscribe button on your screen right now as well. Cheers for watching, everyone.